So hello everyone, I say Nawaz. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel Math World. So in today's video we are going to see how to determine porosity. Although we have seen how to determine porosity, but in today's question we have something different. So let us quickly see what the question is. So the question is like a cylindrical sandstone core whose dimensions are 7.5 centimeter long and 3.5 centimeter diameter has a grain density of 3 grams per centimeter cube. If the mass of the dry core is 200 grams and the porosity of the core we have to find out up to 2 decimal points. This question have appeared in GATE 2018 Petroleum Engineering. Okay, so let us quickly see the answer for it. The question number what appears in GATE 2018 is 23. So I just wrote the given data. The core dimensions are what I just read. Length equal to 7.5 centimeter. That is 3.5. Grain density is 3 grams per centimeter cube. Mass of dry core is 200 grams. We have to find the porosity of the core. So as we all know that the formula for porosity is nothing but pore volume upon bulk volume. So from the given data, we cannot find a pore volume because he has not given that the core is saturated with any of the fluid, and neither he has given the fluid density. Okay, so he has just given the grain density and the mass of the dry core. So if you understand the dry core means the core is not saturated with any fluid, which means that whatever weight of the core sample is that weight will be your grain weight, or else you can simply say the rocks which are present in the sample, it's a weight of that rocks or that grains. Okay, so what I mean to say is, instead of using pore volume, we have to use the grain volume to find out the porosity. So let us quickly see that how we can use grain volume instead of pore volume. So I think you might have known that the bulk volume is equal to pore volume plus grain volume, right? So if you have to find the pore volume, I just simplified this. So I've just sent the grain volume to the left hand side, which is nothing but pore volume equal to bulk volume minus grain volume. So if you have to find the volume, which indirectly I wrote here the formula what I wrote in the previous videos, like density equal to mass upon volume. So I just interchange the positions of volume and density. So the grain volume is equals to, as I said to you, the dry core weight will be the mass of, or will be the weight of the grain weight. We'll consider the grain weight, and he has given the grain density as 3 grams per centimeter cube and mass is 200 grams. So let us quickly substitute the values. Mass of the dry core is 200 grams and the grain density is 3. So after simplifying this, the final answer what I got is the grain volume equal to 66.67 centimeter cube, right? But in the previous video you have been seen that for determining bulk volume we have been using length, breadth and height. So as I even said in the previous video, to find out the bulk volume we have different method. Now here I am using the diameter to find out the bulk volume. You can also use the radius, or you can use the area into height to find out the bulk volume. So as he has given the diameter is 3.5, so the formula for finding the bulk volume is pi by 4 d square into L, or you can simply use pi r square into L, where r value will be exactly half of 3.5, okay, which will be 1.75, I think. Okay, so I'm just substituting the value pi by 4 into 3.5 square into 7.5. So after I simplified this, even you can simplify it in your calculus. The bulk volume is 72.15 centimeter cube. I have to write over here, I just forgot to write. Okay, then after that we have finally two things which are nothing but grain volume and bulk volume. So we just have to simplify the equation of porosity and we have to substitute the formulas. So porosity is nothing but pore volume upon bulk volume. So as we have defined the pore volume in terms of bulk volume and grain volume previously, as you can see over here, right? So I'm just substituting the pore volume value in the equation, which becomes bulk volume minus grain volume upon bulk volume. So if you simplified this, if you divide, if you separate these terms, then bulk volume minus grain volume by bulk volume. So bulk volume will get cancelled, and finally it comes to 1. So 1 minus this grain volume by bulk volume. So now I'm just substituting the values. 1 minus the grain volume is 66.67 centimeter cube, and the bulk volume what we have just identified is nothing but 72.15. So after simplifying this, I got the answer as 1.0.924. Further simplification gives me 0.0759. Right, but he says that he need answer in percentage, so I'm just quickly multiplying the final value of the porosity into 100, which gives me the 7.59 answer. So that's the answer for the porosity. So I hope you like the finding of porosity in a different way. If you like the video, just hit like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Math World. And we'll meet in next video with a new numerical problem of GATE or any other textbook. So if you have any comments to write, so you can write in, you can suggest me in writing comments. And if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, so please subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive a notification of my new videos. Thanks a lot.